So this is a tiny little mini community inside of the prison community where they try to build a prison as fast as possible, but the requirements are a little, well, I guess there's like two little requirements, if that makes sense. Like, you know, they don't put enough restrictions on what actually counts as a prison and what doesn't. And so I'm going to take full advantage of it and abuse it to my advantage, I guess. I'm going to try to build a prison as fast as possible with the minimum amount of requirements fulfilled. So I'm going to get my world edit wand. I'm going to get some crying obsidian. Let me get an item frame. It's going to be very useful. Let me get my ban. And first off, I don't think this counts because I'm not placing any blocks. I'm going to type out a fill command, which will allow me to easily get the ban range of pretty much everything. And I can adjust these values depending on the type of ban, but I'm just going to be using normal bans for this speed run, so this should be fine. And my time starts now. Okay, so I gotta jump here, place this, copy this command, and I forgot to do something in it. Red stained glass, and done. Okay, next I'm gonna go an arbitrary distance away, just like this. Then I'm gonna go like, I think this is good. I'm gonna go here, let's fill this in, and that is good. Okay, let's put the band there in the center. And then let me reduce my render distance, because the game is lagging because I'm turning my fans down. I'm going to go here, place. If the bands don't overlap, that is perfectly fine. They don't have to by any requirements, but they did in this occasion, which is good. And then, I mean, this prison is going to be already hilariously easy to break into, so I'm not concerned about that. I'm just concerned about getting a fast time. What I'm going to do here is have two rooms, which is going to be the warden room and then the guard room. So I'm going to have two signs, right? First sign is going to be labeled guard room, and second sign is going to be warden room, and this requires a suicide switch. So I'm going to place this here. And then I'm going to place one of my bands here, which you can... Wait, no, that won't work, actually. Whatever. You're going to be placing a ZPI in this little place right here. And then, if you get a dropper, place it here. You have a button, right? Birch button, just as an example. And then you place your band in there. And that counts as a suicide switch. Just place a ZPI here. You don't need to provide them with any sort of ZPI because it's not explicitly stated. Then you need a guard stasis for some reason, so I'm going to do that in the laziest way possible. I'm literally using dirt right now. I probably shouldn't do that. And then you get water, and then you get honey blocks right here, and then you get an anvil. I could do the pickle wall thing, but this is easier. And then you can set your stasis right here. That is the guard room and warden room complete. Now what about the visiting and imprisonment process? Well, there needs to be at least one kill check, so I'm going to do simplest kill check possible. Let me use copper slabs, because I always like copper slabs. So then you have bed, and then you have, that's actually it. The guard can manually kill you from here because of how open everything is in this prison. And then the cell is like this. Is that everything in the prison? Actually, that might be. I'm gonna stop the timer right there. Is that sub 3 minute? Let me check. I need to retime that afterwards. I'll put the time on screen. Visiting, chunk bans, suicide. There's security in the form of the ZPI I put in. There's a kill check. There's a guard room, a guard stasis, a warden room, and oh, an exterior. I forgot. Okay. Well, the exterior, he said that the exterior can be any block that isn't crying obsidian. And as you can see, this prison is surrounded by red stained glass. So I'm going to go ahead and count that red stained glass as the exterior. If you're wondering how anyone gets inside the prison, they can just purl inside. It's actually quite easy because of how these ban ranges are set up. What you can do is you can just go to this spot and then grab an ender pearl. And then if you throw it just right, you can go over the ban range, and now you're inside of the prison and you're ready to do the entrance process. Is this a prison by, like, traditional standards? Not at all. But, I mean, it technically fulfills the requirements, so I'm going to count it. Sub 3 speedrun, let's go. Might even be sub 240, so maybe change the requirements to be a little less vague, I guess you could say. And just to show that this stasis chamber is in fact functional, you can do this, and it works. But yeah, that's about it. This is best prison in all of existence. Don't at me. If you're looking for a world download, I literally just built a prison in less than 2 minutes right in front of your eyes. You can do it yourself. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.